All right, buckle up, everybody, because today on the deep dive, we're talking about something huge,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
potentially wiping out trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's all about this Chinese startup, DeepSeek AI,
Yeah.
that's suddenly like, well, they're taking on the biggest names in the game.
OpenAI, Google, the whole crew.
Now, what we want to do today, our mission, is to figure out why this matters.
Because it's not just headlines.
Yeah, wait, this could reshape everything.
The whole AI landscape.
So first off, DeepSeek, they just like, boom, exploded.
Top of the App Store, just like that.
Yeah, Sensor Tower, they're saying DeepSeek is beating out ChatGPT
Yeah, and think about this. This company founded last year.
by like a former hedge fund manager.
You can't make this stuff up.
It's a total underdog story, and people are going crazy for it, especially because they're all about open source.
And their prices are insanely low.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about those prices because they're offering these models, DeepSeek V3, DeepSeek R1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not just cheap. They're performing as well as like OpenAI's O1, even Claude.
And sometimes even better.
I mean, we're looking at these benchmarks. Chatbot Arena, AMU's
Yeah.
2024.
Independently verified.
Yeah, so how are they doing this? How are they pulling this off? We're talking about a tiny startup taking on giants.
Right, companies with billions to spend.
And here's the thing, DeepSeek. They've figured out how to be incredibly efficient.
That's the key.
CNBC, New York Times, they're all saying DeepSeek used way less computing power when they built these things.
It's like way less.
And get this, they only spend about $6 million to train their model. $6 million.
Meanwhile, you've got companies like Anthropic talking about hundreds of millions, even $1 billion.
It's mind-blowing, right?
It's completely changing the game.
And you know what? It's not just about the money, this efficiency thing. It could have massive ripple effects.
Think about it, the AI chip market, the entire global tech landscape,
Bloomberg, they're even saying that DeepSeek could wipe out trillions of dollars in tech stocks.
especially companies like NVIDIA, the ones making those expensive AI chips.
Suddenly, those chips don't look so essential anymore, huh? So what does all this mean for U.S. companies, especially with those export restrictions on AI chips to China?
Well, now that's a really good question, isn't it?
It is.
Because you've got the New York Times, the Financial Times, they're suggesting that those restrictions, they might have actually helped DeepSeek.
Like they were forced to be more innovative.
Right, because they couldn't just rely on those pricey chips.
And now they're ahead of the game and everyone's trying to figure out how they did it.
It's classic necessity breeds invention.
And it's raising some serious questions about those export restrictions, like, are they really working?
Long term, who knows?
So what about the future of AI? I mean, will we see more companies going the DeepSeek route, efficiency, collaboration, open source?
It's definitely possible.
The Japan Times, they're suggesting DeepSeek could force companies like OpenAI to drop their prices.
Make AI more accessible, which would be huge.
So we're talking about a potential shift in the entire industry, right?
Potentially, yeah.
And it all started with this little startup from China.
Who would have thought? Yeah, I mean, smaller businesses, researchers, even just regular people using AI, that would be incredible.
And that brings us to another big thing with DeepSeek, right? They're all about open source.
Well, like throwing the doors wide open.
It's a big move. The New York Times, they were pointing out how this is creating this whole global community of developers. Everyone's working together to push AI forward.
It's a totally different approach compared to a lot of those U.S. companies.
But isn't there a risk to that? Open sourcing something this powerful.
Yeah,
What's
right.
to stop someone from using it for, well,
The bad stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, there are always challenges.
right? I mean, some people are saying this could lead to more misinformation, deep fakes, even like autonomous weapons, stuff like that.
It's a valid concern.
So it's like this amazing potential, but also this potential for harm.
yeah, it's a double-edged sword for sure.
We have to be careful.
Absolutely. Finding that balance, encouraging innovation, but also, making sure things don't get out of control.
We need rules, guidelines. Everyone needs to be involved in this conversation.
Policymakers, researchers, the public, everyone.
Because DeepSeek, they've shown us something, right? Innovation, it can come from anywhere.
Yeah, this little startup changing the entire game.
They're making everyone rethink what's possible.
Like, how much do we actually need to spend to make real progress in AI?
Right, their efficiency, it's a total game changer.
And that open source approach, it's spreading like wildfire.
So what does all this mean for the future of AI?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Will this become the new normal? Efficiency, collaboration.
Or will the big companies find a way to, take back control?
Because if DeepSeek's model wins out,
It could completely change the landscape.
A more democratic, decentralized AI.
Imagine that, innovation coming from every corner of the world.
It's exciting, right? No longer controlled by a few giant corporations.
But of course we have to be realistic.
There are challenges, responsible development, ethical concerns.
And the geopolitical stuff, that's a whole other layer.
Because DeepSeek's story, it's just the beginning.
Yeah, this is a much bigger conversation. AI, its role in society, everything.
DeepSeek, they've opened the door to a whole new era.
And it's up to us to figure out what happens next.
So for our listeners,
Yeah.
especially the ones who are, deep into AI,
What are the key takeaways here?
well, first off, don't underestimate anyone.
Yeah, DeepSeek proves that even a small team can make a huge impact.
We need to stay curious, keep an open mind,
And don't assume we know where the next breakthrough is coming from.
because the AI landscape is changing fast.
DeepSeek is a sign of things to come.
We need to stay informed, be part of the conversation. And hey, DeepSeek, they've made their tech super accessible. Anyone can check it out.
Go download the app, experiment, see what all the fuss is about.
It's free. You can form your own opinion.
Exactly. Get hands-on with it.
Okay, before we wrap up, remember, we love doing these deep dives.
It's what we're all about.
And the best way to support us, to help us keep bringing you this kind of content,
Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell icon.
so you don't miss out on any of our future explorations.
Into the world of AI and beyond.
It really helps us keep bringing you these incredible stories.
Yeah, we love digging into this stuff, sharing it with you all.
And DeepSeek's story, it's like, it reminds us, right, the future of AI, it's being written right now.
And it's full of surprises.
Who knows what's coming next, right? What other crazy innovations are just around the corner?
Yeah, that's what makes this so exciting.
The possibilities are, well, they're endless. So keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions, and stay tuned, because we've got more deep dives coming your way.
Oh yeah, tons more to explore.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon.
So you don't miss out.
We'll see you in the next one.